Hey, so I just wanted to make a video about love. Not about any kind of like romantic love, just like just like love. Now I know things like all the school shootings and, like suicides and murders and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to like love someone that would actually do something like that. But now I wouldn't say the whole world is like a cruel, cynical place and that's all it is. Because I don't think it ever can be like that, no matter where it is. But what I do know is that good things happen every single day. And you might not notice it, but it's like happening. And a lot of the reasons why these bad things happen is because of a lack of love. It's not just one person, it's not a group, it's like the whole thing. Now I'm not saying that like if I'm not saying like overnight all of a sudden all you have to do is realize and everything will be perfect. I guess if they like broadcasted something like on the news like you just have to love everyone and then all of a sudden all of our problems are gone the next day. It's that like you as a person, as an individual, you need to like decide to like ignore whatever you think in your head, whatever like opinion you may hold about like a person or an event or like a group, a political party or like a religion, anything. You need to like ignore that. And whatever comes in front of you, even like the worst of the worst person, like think like Hitler or something like terrible. If you were like face to face with him and there was nobody else in the room, just you and him, what is not gonna help the world grow into a more loving place isn't gonna be to like hate someone like that or to shame them. You need to keep your heart open and ignore what's in your head. Because a lot of the reasons why people like Hitler like do stuff like this or like school shootings, it's because they feel very like isolated and like outcasted from others. And I know with the school shooting, the Stone Douglas Stone or something. I don't know. It was the one that happened a few months ago, earlier this year or whatever. Uh, I was watching a few videos and apparently he was like very, like his whole childhood, like his parents died and then his stepfather died. I don't know what it was. Like his foster father died, and he had like autism, all these problems. And it's easy to say like, oh well, even if you go through that, you still got to be a good person. And all this, like yeah, obviously, oh duh. But like, if you're gonna hold that like attitude, where you're telling the person that they're not good enough and stuff like that, that's not really gonna like inspire them to like get over that. Like if a whole group of people, like a crowd, like a big group, can just stand in front of that one person and have every single individual from that group tell them that they love him. They don't care what he like went through in his childhood, good or bad. Like it doesn't matter like what you thought in your head or anything like that, what your actions may have been. I guarantee that that would change that person. Because now he thinks like, alright, like I always feel like alone, but like there's something wrong with you. But if they all did that, then he would feel like he has like someone, like a lot, not just one person, like a lot of people to like connect to. I bet that wouldn't have happened earlier on, at least. But just imagine if, like, everybody was like that. They at least knew in their head that that's how you're supposed to act. Like, you're not supposed to, like, tell people that they're not good enough. And I know it's hard. Cause, like, I know when you read the news, everything's like, oh, there was a shooting, a murder, a rape, a suicide, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. And they just shove it in your face. And you can't get away from it. And then you watch a horror movie. You know? Like, it's always like this bad stuff. Like, let's watch something bad because for some reason it feels good. I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm not like that. I'm saying I don't want to be like that. Because at least I know in my head that it's not good. And I don't want to be like that. But what if, like, on the news, instead of something like that, just for like 5 minutes, they were like, hey, like, why don't you just, like, go up to some random person and just, like, talk to them for a few minutes? Just find, like, something good to, like, say about them, even if they did something bad, like they just got out of jail, and then the first thing they did when they got out of jail is they want to buy drugs. Like, whatever it is, just be like, just talk to them, like, I know it's hard and it sounds crazy, but try to just, like, feel something, like, good about them. Like, maybe say it too. Think it to yourself at least. Because, like, the more people that do this, like, in time, like I said, this, like, the world's problems, and, like, even your problems, I bet, as, like, a person, an individual, that's not going to be solved, like, overnight, like, in one day. And definitely not the world's problems, but, like, it starts slowly, with small steps. You know, I don't think religion is, like, a very, very important thing. Like, I think you just really just have to, like, love others. Love everything, too. Not just, like, people, but, like, just the things you have. Even if it's, like, some material thing. Like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of, like, phones and, like, stuff like that. But just appreciate it and love it. Because, like, when you get into, like, this, like, mentality where, like, you hate everything, like, you want to criticize everything, you want to bash, like, the shit out of something or someone, like, maybe you are, like, in your head, like, you, like, realize something, like, something's not right, but then, like, your words and your actions, like, seem to, like, go the complete opposite direction. And it just doesn't make sense at the end of the day. Like, it might make sense in your head, whether it's, like, something logical or you have, like, so many people agreeing with you. But at the end of the day, that's just, like, creating more and more, like, hatred, and it's telling others that hatred is right, when, like, hatred isn't going to solve hatred. It just makes more of it. But just try to see something beautiful in everyone. I swear to God, like, maybe I shouldn't swear to God, but you know what I mean. I'm still working on this, and I want to be like that. I know I do. But even me as a person, I have a lot to work on. Trust me. But I don't know what me or anyone may have told themselves in their heads in the past. Well, I know what I did, but, like, I'm trying to say that right now, all I know for a fact is that love, compassion, acceptance, understanding, things like that, that is how you solve everything. There's nothing, like, strategic. It's not about getting, like, groups and, like, just getting a whole crowd excited. It's not about that at all. Like, you as one person, you need to love everything that comes around you. Doesn't matter what it is, like, whether it's the most evil, like, dictator, like, anything terrible. You need to learn to just, like, love that. Find something in there, even though it's very, very dark. There is something in there that you can say that is good about that. And I'm not going to tell you what you should say, because I want you to figure out that on your own. I don't know. But if I saw Hitler, I would probably say, like, yeah, you did, like, terrible things with your life, but you were actually a very intelligent man. You were very, like, artistic and creative. Like, there's things about him that would have been, like, very, very useful if he could have just been, like, guided down a better direction in life. If people just, like, accepted him. Because, like, you can put the blame on him. Maybe, like, he felt, like, outcasted because he was just, like, being too, like, oversensitive or whatever. But what's that saying in the Bible? He who is without sin may cast the first stone. Jesus said that to the crowd of people who were going to throw stones at some woman who, like, commit adultery. And when Jesus said that, everybody backed up. Because are you without sin? Are you absolutely perfect? I don't think anyone is. So really just, what I'm trying to say is that no matter what you see, you may not see 100% pure love in whatever you're looking at, a person or an event, whatever. But use your heart and just, like, feel like, I can't put a word on it, but just, like, use your heart and, like, I swear, if you are, like, really using your heart, you will find something to pull out of that person. And be like, that right there, what I just pulled out from you, that is a good thing. That is a loving thing. That is not something that is of hatred or evil or anything like that. So when you pick something out with your heart, not with your mind, not even with your hands, with your heart, you will only pick out something that is good. Then you let that manifest. Spread it out. And you bring more love into this world. And you don't need to make 1,000,000 people realize this. If you can do that for just one person, and even if that one person doesn't realize it right away, just knowing that you did that for yourself, because that was honest. Like, trust me, you are, like, fixing things for the world, for your world, our world, whatever world there may be, who knows. But with hate comes hate, with love comes love.
If you don't see beauty in the next person you meet, you're not looking hard enough.
You're incredible, dude. This is an honor for me.
It's an honor for me too, brother.